Hello, my gorgeous beings of light. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another reading. For those that don't know me, I am Daughter of the Divine. Nice to meet you. For those that do know me, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Let me know in the comments. Feel free. Don't be shy. I don't bite. At least I try not to, you know. But today's reading is going to be a requested reading, another requested reading. It took me a minute to get to this one, but I'm here and we're doing it. This reading is what makes you different from your future spouse's previous partners, which I thought was the most delicious topic, okay? Because a lot of people you are with or future partners, a lot of them, or some people don't like to talk about their previous partners or their relationships, or they don't talk about every single thing, or of course they're not going to want to openly compare you to that person, you know what I mean? But it's good for these readings to come through. These topics are so delicious to me because I'm just like, you can figure all these things out without having to ask. Like, it's always cute to ask, but it's going to seem like, nobody wants to play the game of, oh, am I better than her? Was she better than me? Stuff like that. Or was he better than me? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm just excited to see what comes through. If it's overwhelmingly good, if it's mid, you know what I mean? If it's all right. Because their previous partner could have been okay, it just didn't work out. Or they could have been, I'm hearing a bridezilla or something like that. So this is your future spouse. So this is who you're going to end up with, okay? So it doesn't matter who this past person was, I'm feeling called to say. But, let's just for the tea of it all. We're going to get into it. I'm sorry I'm, blocking the options. I do that sometimes. So I didn't feel called to go with crystals or anything today. So I just got some new scrunchies is what I call them. I don't know what everybody else calls them, but I got some new scrunchies that protect my hair better because they're like satin and stuff like that. So I got some new ones. I just put my hand in there and I said whichever 3 come out I'm going to take, and they just happen to be all green. Okay, which kind of makes sense because we're going as like a love kind of reading, future spouse, getting into those energies, and that's like heart chakra energy. So you're going to choose your satin scrunchie, okay? So this is one. If you want to get a little close-up view of this one. This is the group 1. This is group 2. Just got to stretch them out. I haven't really used them yet. These are brand spanking new. And then group 3. This one is giving me Christmas real bad. And I'm like, why y'all giving me green? It's not Christmas yet. Y'all should have gave me orange or something. But I just put my hand in and said whatever came out. So I have to stick beside my word. My word's all that I have. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to see you at your reading. Once again, group 1, group 2, and group 3. What makes you different from your future spouse's previous partners? And I will see you over there. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. If you chose this, I guess compared to the other greens, it's the darkest green scrunchie, satin scrunchie, then you're in the right place. This reading is going to be about what makes you different from your future spouse's previous partners. This was a suggested reading, a requested reading, I should say. And we're going to get straight into it, okay? I'm not even sure what to start with, which is crazy. I've never really had this problem before. Okay, I'm feeling called to these cards here. So I'm going to pull some archetype cards, which always come in clutch because these kind of always tells you the truth about someone, okay? This has negative, this has positive, this has everything in between. So we're going to start off with kind of a you versus them thing. I'm going to pull from this and then from a zodiac astrology deck. Okay. Can we get a card that represents their previous partner, please? Thank you. We're just going to do 1-to-1. And can I get a card that represents my group 1s, please? Can I get a card that represents my group 1, please? Can I get a card that represents my group 1s, please? Okay. And I said I was going to be fine taking more than 1, so we'll take, you guys got 3. So already I was hearing this before it came out, and I was like, okay, if more than 1 comes out, I'll take it. There's more depth to you. There's more to you than this person ever had, is what I'm hearing immediately off the bat. Yeah, there's more to you than this person ever was, or this person's going to think more of you and feel more of you than they ever did for this person, which already sets you apart because this person agreed to marry you, and this person over here is just a previous partner. This person over here is just a previous partner, but you are someone they, chose to marry. So already that's what sets you apart. You're their husband and wife, and this person isn't. And I'm hearing even if they were married to this person, or they have like a marriage with this person, there's still more to you, and they feel more for you than they did for this person. Already coming through. So I'm just going to pull 2 cards from this deck right here, and I hope this camera don't fall over, because I can already feel it. And I don't know if that maybe ties into the reading, when they see you, this person almost fell over, or you knocked this person over with how they feel for you. Like, yeah, when I'm saying they never felt this much for someone before, and they've just been with people probably where they were just one-dimensional, but you're 3-dimensional, more than meets the eye. So this person could have been looking for looks, like, kind of shallow before, but when they met you, they learned what depth was, you know what I mean? I'm hearing you have the beauty and the brains, and you have the heart as well. Which is why you almost damn near knocked them over, because this camera almost fell over when I brought it down so you could see all the cards. So yeah, your beauty almost knocked them over, but it's not just about that. It's about who you are as a person as well. You have beauty, brains, and heart, okay? So can I get a card to represent their future spouse's previous partner, please? I just want one. We're not focusing too much on them. This is about you guys, okay? Can we get a card to represent this person's previous partner, please? Their previous partner. This person said, I'm gonna come through here. I'll take this one. The rest of them can. Thank you. Yeah, this person I'm hearing was loud and boasty, rambunctious, and not in the good way. This person wanted to stand out real bad. Like the way I was like, oh no, this is not about you. This is not about them. This is about you. See how I'm mixing it up? Yeah, this person always wanted to be the center of attention. Absolutely. So I'm like, this is about my group ones. This is not about the previous person. So we're going to keep it to 1 card, and then all those cards flew out. So this person was like, I'm not on my watch. So this person could have been like, show offy, always wanted to be the center of attention, always just wanted attention, and not like the good kind of attention. I'm hearing the attention your future spouse gave them was never enough. Okay, can you get some cards to represent my group ones, please? Group ones, please. Group ones. And I'm already hearing just acts of service, because my mind is already on pulling the tarot, and I'm like, my wonder what's going to come through in the tarot. And I just saw 7 of Pentacles and acts of service. So I don't know if those cards are going to come out. They could, because that has happened before. But if not, I'm just saying it right now. 7 of Pentacles, acts of service. Like, you're actually putting time, and you're wanting to further this connection. You're not someone who is just trying to, get what they can from this person. You actually care about them. You actually want to see, build something with them, an empire, I'm hearing. When this person just wanted what they could get from this person. Maybe I'm hearing the notoriety that came with being with them. So your person could have some status, and this person before wanted to be with them just because of that status, but you actually want to build something more, or you have built something more for yourself as well, so you don't really need their status. You already have your own, I'm hearing esteem, high esteem. Okay, can we get to the cards? Y'all just giving me messages beforehand. Okay. Any more cards I want to come out? We'll show one more time. Many other cards. One more time. I'm hearing. I just want to keep shuffling for whatever reason. So maybe more cards need to come out with them. You don't have all day. Can we get a card for my ones, please? Big ones, please. Any other cards want to come out? Want to make their presence. Like, you're more, I'm hearing demure. But not in like a bad way. You're someone who doesn't need to be the loudest or the most rambunctious in the room. You don't want to have all the attention in the room, but somehow you still do. Which is why when this person first sees you, I'm kind of getting the feeling like being knocked over, like being tipped over. I'm hearing jaw dropped, So that's the kind of vibe that you give. But this person over here had to be loud in order to get some attention, okay? Aggressive, overly, like just I keep hearing rambunctious. This person comes like a wild child. or had a wild child phase in their life, and your person did as well, which is why they thought they wanted this person, but they didn't really want this person. Like the way we have, like, you chose like the deepest green, like there's just something about you that's just like deep. You have depth. Like I said, you're not just someone who is, you know, one-dimensional. You're someone who's three-dimensional and beyond. Okay, so we're going to get into their previous partner first. We have Mars here, which is action. So the person could have been overly aggressive about their looks. The first thing I'm seeing is the lipstick when I'm looking at it in the screen. We have Mars, desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength. And then, yeah, look, we have the boxing gloves. This person was argumentative. This person was combative. Yeah, this person used their looks very aggressively to get what they wanted. Wow, that's crazy. Workouts. So this person could have been a workaholic or overly, yeah, they just overly put a lot of thought and time into their looks here. Because they didn't want someone to see what was beneath the surface. So they, you know, because I'm looking at this little thing over here and it's bothering me and I want to fix it. And that could be the energy of this person. Where they're like, oh, I can't have one hair out of place. But look, it's still out of place. You can still see the card is messed up. So I'm hearing unstable, kind of, in a way, which is kind of Mars energy. We have thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, and sex drive. So this person could have had a high sex drive, which I don't think they were necessarily complaining about, but that's what makes you different. Like, that's all they were there for, literally. Yeah, that's all this person was kind of there for. They were there for their looks and then just to have sex with them. This person or your future spouse never really got to know them deeper than that. Wow. That's crazy. What the hell? And here we have a blank card. So I don't think this person, your future spouse, didn't really know who this person was. Like I said, this person made everything about so one-dimensional, so just about the physical. Like sex is just physical. Going out and making sure you look good, going to the gym, boxing, being argumentative. Like, that's the only way you can stand out is by, you know, what is it called? Building upon your looks, working out all the time, always wearing makeup, always wearing the red, bold lip. You know what I mean? But this person didn't really know who they were. You know what I mean? And this could be for not just one specific person, but this could be for all of their previous partners, just period as a whole, which is why one specific card didn't come out. It's just a blank card, a blank face. They don't really remember a lot of their partners, or nothing really stood out about them. They were blank, they were boring. The only thing this person was using them for was just their looks. You know, that's what attracted your future spouse to these people, their previous partners. This person could work out in the gym or have a career in the spotlight that involves working out, you know, that involves athleticism, sports, stuff like that. And that's where they met these people. I'm getting the vibe of like a reporter. So they would always find the cutest reporters or whatever and just sleep with them, but they didn't really care to know more about their people. So they don't really, you know, they don't remember much about them because it was like a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, they moved on. So like, yeah, Mars, action, moving, quick, aggression, fast paced, just like bam, bam, having sex and leaving is giving wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So this is what kind of sets you apart from their partners already, that they don't really remember much about these people. They probably didn't really get to know them that well. They just went for the loudest, most aggressive person who they knew would be down. I'm hearing DTF. You know, down to fool around. That's the kind of people they went for in the past. Their previous partners or people who are, you know, like I said, overly ambitious as well. And that's kind of why, like I said, if this person has some kind of esteem, these people went for them because they wanted to also be known as the one who, you know, slept with that person or whatever for like notoriety. It wasn't anything emotional behind it. Mars, just like getting your rocks off and leaving. Yeah, fire, passion. I just saw 1111. If that, you know, means anything to any of you guys. So it's kind of like you guys are more spiritually aligned than this person with your person than their previous partners were. So for you guys, we have Aquarius, the radical, where immediately you're someone who's different than they've ever experienced before. Like I said, they usually went for the, I'm hearing socialites, they went for the reporters, they went for the people who were trying to increase their social standing in some kind of way. And you were just a radical where you just immediately stand out, which is exactly what I was saying. Like, you knock people over with your words, like with this pow. You could be someone who's like, you know, like the debater, you know what I mean? The person who doesn't back down from what they believe in. Like, you just have morals and you have values above any of the other people they've ever been with. All they wanted and all they cared about was just to face how people view them. You don't really care about that. You're, you know, walking around looking anyhow. You could be bald. The way she has no hair. She doesn't care how she looks. She walks around doing whatever she wants, but it's her personality that packs a punch. But I'm also hearing you are definitely beautiful, but you don't have to put too much stock into your looks and how you look, because that's not what's important to you. So here we have experimental, rational, unique, liberal. So you could, yeah, I am getting the vibe of you are someone who heavily speaks out against, you know, political topics or social issues, because that's basically what Aquarius is. You're someone who wants to heal and you want to elevate humanity, when this person is just based on looks and, you know, how far they can get in their social standing. We have electric, we have group oriented. Yeah, you're not just about self, you're about other people. You're a team player, which is what this person likes. If they are actually a sports person, your future spouse, if they are someone who very much values teamwork and players and having like a family, a found family, having people you choose, a soul family you wake up every day to play with, especially if, like I said, they're on a team, a sports team. They value that teamwork and that being a team player, which is what you signify for them. So I'm here, you're just like one of the homies, but you look better and they get more perks. Oh boy. We have humanitarians. They love your kind and generous heart. Free, radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, idiosyncratic, disruptive, edgy, and detached. Yeah, disruptive. I was getting that vibe. I didn't want to say because I kind of said it for this person over here. But like, you're someone who, when you walk up to someone, like, you're one of the guys that you punch them and they're like, oh, that actually hurt. You know what I mean? But just like, what up, bro? Bah! And you punch them, just say hi, like, oh, that actually hurt, but they're not saying anything about it and they love it because you're so different. Like, yeah, just kind of one of the guys, but like I said, with more perks for them, because obviously you're their best friend and you end up being their lover as well. So it's like they're getting everything they want. They're getting a team player, and it's like that kind of saying where people are like, if guys could date their friends, they would. They just need girls, you know, to get their rocks off, because they obviously don't favor men when it comes to sexuality. So it's like they, you know, if they could be with their guy friends, they would, but they have to be with women, which is why they, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of saying here. You're giving them friend vibes, like the homie, not in a bad way, but they also get those extra perks as well. So we're going to get into these cards here because we're already 15 minutes in, guys. Okay, we have Exorcist. Oh, my. 90 degrees. What are you doing? Exorcist. We have freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Absolutely, with this radical card here, you go to, what is it called? You go to extreme lengths to get what you want and to change humanity, to heal. You know what I mean? And this exorcist is someone who's going to extreme lengths. I'm hearing shaman as well. You go to extreme lengths in order to elevate and heal and make people better. So if you see someone doing something you don't like or that you know is destructive and not good for them, you're going to open up your mouth and tell them. You're not going to allow them to keep doing what they're doing, because that's not who you are. You're someone who's like, you know, combative in a different way than this person was. This person was just doing it to do it. You're doing it to heal and to actually help someone. And this person likes that. They're like, I'm not, like, if you want to be in my life, that's the kind of vibe that you have. If you want to be in my life, you need to heal yourself. You know, I'm not going to allow people that are unhealed and destructive to come in my world when I've already made it a place of sanctuary and peace. You know what I mean? And good for you. Because facts. This is you telling the guy, because like I said, he was only there for the dalliances, to play and leave. You're going to be telling him or her, I'm not with that. Like, because that's a destructive road to go down, to just be with people and leave and not, you know, form any more caring connections. Because even if you are this Aquarius, you still care for people. That's the one thing that people forget about Aquarius is, like, they are hard to get to know and have very high standards, might I add. But it's like, it's not because they don't want to have that partnership. It's they're very selective with who they allow into their life. They're friendly, they're open, they have a conversation with you. They're not someone who's standoffish or elitist, but it's just like, they are that way when it comes to wanting anything more. So if this person, your future spouse, is coming towards you on some BS, talking about, oh, let's just, have fun, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, because this is what they're used to from your previous partners, you're going to knock some reality into them real quick. Like, no, that's not what I'm about. Sorry, find someone else, get somebody else to do it, okay? And they're like, wow, I've never experienced that before, which, like, the radical, you surprise them, you knock their socks off, you take them back, where the camera almost fell over, like, oh, wow. Like, I have money and esteem and da-da-da-da and power, and you don't want me? How so, And you're like, no, I don't. Bye. And then that makes them want you even more, which is what sets you apart from their previous partners, because you actually hold them accountable for their actions where people don't. Which is why also you're giving them this vibe of, like, a friend. So you guys could start off as friends here, where you're like, no, I don't want to sleep with you, I'm not even interested in you. And while they keep pursuing you, then the feelings develop then. So here we have poet, we have expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So yeah, you're a speaker. You're someone who, your words, like I said, pack a punch. What you say and how you feel and just the way you say things pack a punch. And with this exorcist here, sometimes with just the words that you say, you're able to help heal people and, knock some sense into them. Like, you meet somebody once out somewhere on a day out, I wanted to say, and you just speak to them, you have a conversation with them, you tell them your worldviews, these people tell you your worldviews, you give them your opinion or whatever, you're just having a regular conversation. Just in that conversation, you help that person immensely, see things from a new perspective, kind of change their ways, find some peace in the situation. So this person could have been complaining to you about a breakup, someone who cheated on them, and you're just there for them, giving them words of wisdom here. And I'm hearing, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. So you could be telling this person, just let it be, just relax, calm down, you know what I mean? Try to look at it from an outward perspective, which is very Aquarian, which is like the whole way of giving someone advice. Like, if this is one of your friends that was coming to you, telling you this exact same situation, what advice will you tell your friends? Okay, then follow that advice yourself, okay? Because a lot of the time, people give advice and they don't take their own advice. So this person's going to, like I said, hold you accountable, hold the mirror up to your face, which is you. You're going to hold the mirror up to this person's face and say, hey, you're doing this, you're doing that, I don't like it, fix it. Don't come at me with some BS, expecting me to be like, oh yeah, no. We don't do that over here, sorry. Yeah. You're speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. You could, like, speak, like, very, like, you use big words with the Aquarius here. You're very well-read. You're someone who's very intelligent. You may write. And this is something on the down low, which, like I said, you're multi-layered, because you wouldn't see an Aquarius as someone who's, like, poetic and is, like, waning and waxing prose and walking around as all light and butterflies and, pixie dust, spreading their pixie dust everywhere with their words. That's not what we think of when we think of Aquarius, really. But that's how you come off to people, and you come off as this exorcist, or someone who's, like, very extreme and stern and, just there to get the job done. But then the more that your future spouse gets to know you, the more they get to see the softer side of you, the person who, who loves romance and who wants to open themselves up and be vulnerable with someone. And like I said, like, you're more than one-dimensional. You're not someone who's just, what you see on the surface is who I am. No, there's always more. And this person enjoys getting to know them more, okay? With this poet here. And then the last card we got here is athlete. Yeah, okay, so you're giving them a little piece of everything. You're giving them this emotion here, you're giving them this softness about you, then you're giving them this exorcism where you call them out on their BS. I'm hearing the way their mother would, so you don't hold back. And then we have this athlete here where you're also someone who what did I want to say, who caters to that side of them that loves sports and athleticism, because I feel like this person could definitely be someone who's very active if they don't have a job as an athlete, okay? So because you give them all these different aspects, you give them more than they've ever thought they could give from someone, which is why that's what makes you different from their previous partners. Lord, we have dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps. Yeah, so you're someone who doesn't let anything hold you back. You always find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Like, I'm getting the vision of someone who was told they'd never be able to walk again. That's the example being given to me. Someone who's told they'd never be able to walk again, but they never gave up. They kept trying and trying, and one day they're able to walk, or they're able to walk a few steps. Even though they said they would never be able to walk again, they may not be able to walk everywhere, but they're able to walk at least a little bit. You know what I mean? You're not giving up. You're not letting any physical limits hold you back. Okay? The development of personal power and strength of spirit. Yes. So you're someone who trains, and I feel like even if you aren't an athlete or someone who works out, you take on that same mindset that athletes do, where it's just like you have that same mindset where it's like you have to have some limits. You have to be strict about some things. You have to eat a certain way when you're on season or when you're off season, you know, kind of. You still have to work hard. Like, there's never no downtime really for an athlete, where when it's on season, they're working hard. When it's off season, they have to keep in fit shit. They can't just go anyhow and eat whatever they want and stop exercising. Because then when the season starts again, they're gonna be like starting basically over, which is not a good thing, and they'll lose their job. So you're someone who, once you put your mind to something, you have to have like a very set, detailed plan to something. You don't give up. Like, you have like a lot of willpower and a lot of discipline, like when it comes to things in your life, and this person's mindset about you, because I feel like they have the same thing in them. Because I was thinking that they gave me the kind of athlete, so whether it is they have like a strict physical regimen or a health regimen or just a life regimen, where they have like a strict schedule that they do not deter from no matter what. And you have that same thing, and a lot of people their previous partners may not have understood that about them. Like, why can't you just sleep in 20 minutes later? It's fine. Da, da, da. They're like, no, I have to be up at this specific time every day, or else it's going to ruin my schedule, and I don't want to ruin my schedule. Because once you deter from your schedule one time, it just starts leading to slackness forever. And I can say from experience, this is true. So this person's like, no, and you understand that about them. So they don't have to hear nagging about, oh, why are you getting out of bed this time? No, you have the same strict regimen. It may not be in the exact same way as them, but you understand that part of them, because you have it too in some other part of your life, if not the same way. Like, you wake up at 8 o'clock every morning and then go run for 30 minutes on the treadmill and then eat a healthy breakfast and stuff like that. And this person has the same schedule, whereas before with these previous partners, they were very naggy and combative. Like, why don't you just stay in bed for 5 minutes late more? And like, no, I have to get up and stick to my routine. You know what I mean? And you hold them accountable to that as well, because you have the same thing. So that is what sets you apart from their previous partners already. And we're already 24 minutes in. I don't know where the time goes. That's very crazy. So gonna pull some tarot really quick to see what else we can get. What will set you apart from their previous partners? What sets my group ones apart from their previous partners, please? What sets group one apart from their future spouse's previous partners? Oh boy, I didn't want all these cards, but I'm hearing to keep them, so we're gonna try to run through these quickly. So the first card we have here is 5 of Swords, which is definitely like nagging and like emotional turmoil. I feel like this person or their previous partners always in some way, shape, or form made them feel bad about themselves, or had them overthinking or second guessing themselves. Like I was saying with the whole sleeping in or waking up at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock every day, like, and getting a workout and then eating healthily. This person was always nagging them about it and making them feel bad about leaving them, making it about them when it's really about your person and their mental health and how they've learned to navigate the world that makes them, that's best, you know? They found a way to navigate the world that's best for them, that helps them function the best. It's not about them not wanting to lay in bed with you for a few minutes more. They just have to stick to that kind of schedule. And where this person may have made them feel bad about it, you're someone who, like I said, who understands. So they found a kindred spirit here. That the communication was always off here, with the Ace of Swords being right here. The communication was always off, and it always left the relationships dark and gloomy and somewhere this person didn't want to be. So they want to fly away the way these birds are flying away here in the card. Things were barren, things were cold and icy, but this person always had a problem with whatever your person was doing. Oh, word, not one of those. where they know what they're getting into, but then as soon as they get into it, now it's a problem. If this person told you something beforehand, you know, here we have Ace of Swords. The communication style is going to be way better. This person's going to be feeling fierce, and I'm hearing alive. This person's going to be feeling in control. This person's going to be feeling very confident on top of the world when it comes to your communication style. This is someone where the snake is coiling around the sword. They're never going to want to stop talking to you. I feel like even though you don't try to tempt them and tell them, stay in bed today, they feel that way anyway. You know, because sometimes you don't want to stay in bed with someone, even if they're your partner, someone you're sleeping with, whatever. Like, I want to get up and leave. Like, it's time for me to go. And that could have been another thing where it wasn't them having to get up early. It's just them not wanting to be there in the morning time, them getting up and leaving this person and the person making them feel bad about it. And it was always an argument. It was always a problem in the relationship. And this person was just fed up with those kind of people. But they actually want to stay. They actually want to talk to you on it. They actually want to, you know, what is it called? Stray from their schedule to spend more time with you. Because they're invested, they're coiled around whatever you have to say. They're entranced by your, you know, your insights, your views on the world. Just the way you speak with this Poet card here. You know, they feel a lot when you speak. The way we feel a lot when a poet speaks. Like the way you speak, like I just always say in every video, you have like a prose where whatever you say just sounds hypnotic and lyrical. I said this yesterday in the video as well, where you just, whatever you say sounds lyrical, it sounds beautiful, it sounds like you're freaking speaking from like you came from ancient times. And this person's like just going to be fully invested in whatever you have to say in a way they never were with their previous partners. They didn't really care what that person had to say. They just wanted to get up and leave and go home. That person's like, oh, why are you leaving me? And they're like, because I feel cold. I feel alone in this bed next to you. Can you imagine being in bed next to someone and not feeling connected with them? It's like, I'm out of here. It's time for me to go. And this person would always nag them for it. Then we have the Four of Wands. Okay, what sets you apart? This person sees you as marriage material, and they actually see a future with you. Okay, they also want to kiss you a lot, I'm hearing, which they probably never wanted to do with their partners. That's something they want to do with you. That sets you apart, because what the guy's holding in his hand is reminding me of a mistletoe, and they're already at the altar. So it's like this person just always wants to kiss you whenever they see you. Just a small little message there. And like I said, wrap around you, the conversation, you, whatever, anything that has to do with you, this person is just fully invested in a way they never were before. Aw. Yeah, they see you as marriage material. They want to offer you something. They actually want to court you. They actually want to give you the time of day. Which is, it's sounding rude, but it's just like sometimes you don't feel that with someone, that's fine. But they definitely feel that with you. They're seeing a future. Here we have the Tower card. Yeah, but it came out like this. So in reverse, I'm hearing to take it. This person doesn't want to run because there's no burning home. There's no burning building. Like I said, though, these birds keep coming up. This visual of birds fleeing a scene. You know what I mean? Like there's no there's no home. There's no, what's the word? Sustenance. You know? There's no safety here. There's no home, no sanctuary, I wanted to say as well. They're fleeing here, and it's giving me the vibe of whenever they say, like, when a forest is too quiet, there's something wrong. If you're not hearing birds chirping, if you're not hearing squirrels squirreling, if you're not hearing anything in a forest, that means a predator is near, and things are too quiet, and it's dangerous. And it's kind of like this is giving like a war zone, where their previous relationships were always war zones. They couldn't, step one foot out of place, or there couldn't have been one hair out of place. This person wanted to be too perfect, and they cared too much about how everybody else viewed them, and how, too much what people think. They care too much what other people think. And you being this Aquarius energy don't give a flying fluke. But yeah, it was always like some fleeing. They wanted to flee. The birds were fleeing. There was no home. There was no safety. There was always a predator in the midst, which is kind of what Mars can represent. They always, were attracted by people they weren't fully comfortable with. Someone who was always bothering them. There was no peace, because Mars is war. There was never any peace. There was never any sanctuary. The birds are always fleeing because there was no safety to be had in this place. It was a war zone. Someone always nagging. Someone always hurt. Them saying hurtful things. This person saying hurtful things. Like there was never any peace in this relation, in their previous relationships, if they would even call them that. it might differ for everybody watching. But with this Tower card here, like the house is always burning. There was never anything there to stay. There was always danger lurking in the midst of the relationship. Like, I'm hearing it was too quiet sometimes. They didn't know what to say. And especially after a fight where there's that, quiet period where you guys aren't really talking to each other. That's what this is giving me. Where things were just too quiet. Like, it was just too quiet in the household. But with you, it's not going to be that way. There's no need to flee. There's no fires to always constantly put out. 2 more cards, guys. And we have the King of Cups. Yeah, this person's feeling content. This person's feeling at home. This person is feeling in their emotions finally, like wanting to actually give and dote on someone in a way they never have before. Like I said, they feel a depth. The same way they see you as someone who's 3-dimensional, they realize they are also someone who is capable of more depth than they ever were in any previous relationship they were ever in. You make them feel more. You have them more invested emotionally than they ever were before. Like the way this person has his legs crossed. Like, get out. Like, yeah, this person just feels comfortable around you. They feel comfortable. They never want to leave here. They never want to stop talking to you. This is giving the vibe of, you hang up first. It's giving me that, you're the something of my universe, something, you hang up first. I think it's like a song or something, but it's not fully coming through. I think it's like either a Mindless Behavior song or a Soulja Boy song. I think it's a kiss me through the phone. Yeah, there's something about kissing. This person just always wants to kiss you whenever they're around you. And they never felt that way before. It's like that extra connection, that extra oomph of a relationship. Like just being able to kiss anybody, like on their forehead, on their cheek, on their neck, on their lips. It's like that extra intimacy this person's never felt before. This person feels more intimate with you than they've ever felt with anyone. That sets you apart from their previous partners, the intimacy here. Where they're always looking at you. Look at how he's looking. Sir, stop. Get out. Like, look how he's looking at her. Like, get out. Like, you're going to feel shy around this person. Like, why are you looking at me? I'm like, because you're beautiful, duh. And she's like, shut your ass up. You know what I mean? Or you're just going to lap it up. You're going to love it. And they're just going to feel like a romantic around you. And they've, like I said, they never really felt that way with previous partners. Even if they did, that partner would do something or say something to make things awkward. Now it's just like, oh gosh, let me go. And then with the Fool card here, they starting over. Like, look, he's reaching for the moon. Like, this person finally sees something worthwhile with you they didn't see before. They're actually ready to reach for the stars. They're actually ready to take this leap of faith that involves being in a relationship where you don't know where things are, what's going to happen. You don't know where you're going, but you're excited to take the leap. You're excited to start the journey with you. And this is a beautiful card to end on. This person is seeing a future. This person is willing to risk it all. They're willing to jump off this cliff with you and not knowing where it will land, but they see that you're worth it. L'Oreal, because you're worth it. This person's a cutie. This person just feels like dancing. They feel like they're just dancing in a field, a meadow of flowers. They feel lively. They feel exuberant whenever you're around them. And they're just, they're reaching for the moon and shooting for the stars. Like, what else can you say? Like, what else can I say? That's what sets you apart. They've never felt this person comes alive in this relationship with you. They see you at the altar with them. They see you saying, I do. They see that with you. They see them proposing to you. They see them coming home to a peaceful, quiet home where everything is in order. This person could crave order and stability. With this, like I said, this person telling them, you're waking up so early, they crave order and stability in their life. They have a regimen that they follow, whether it's food, exercise, mental health, quiet, meditation. If they don't have that quiet or that meditation, they don't want to come back to that house. Because there's always some kind of confusion. There's always bad energy. There's always argument. There's always something that is keeping them from dancing and being alive and being happy and feeling in this mood to reach for the stars. You could motivate this person to do that as well, whereas this person's always like putting them down. You're someone who lifts them up. As I say, breathe life into them. You breathe words of wisdom. Like I keep hearing the song again. Let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. That's just the kind of vibe that you give this person. Where you settle their demons, you settle their soul, kind of. Where if this is someone who's overly, like, anxious, or someone who like gets like really nervous, or like just worries, like a worry word. You're just like, when you speak your words of wisdom, you would love them to just let it be. So they learn a lot from you as well. So you have like a lot of sage knowledge, sage advice kind of thing here. And this went by so quickly, but I really, I don't understand. So I have one word to pull from. Before I leave you guys, what sets them apart from their person's previous partners, please? I don't know why my stomach acting up. If y'all hearing that, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll get these two since we already went longer than I thought we were gonna go. We have old woman. Yeah, this is like sage wisdom, sage advice, and I feel like you're like with this exorcist here, like I was saying earlier, where you give them advice their mother would. You they have fun with their friends, and they get that extra a relationship brings. So like you're giving best friend vibes, you're giving grandmotherly vibes, and you just always have that sage wisdom and advice to give them with this old woman card here. They're always running, like the way you're always ready to run to your grandma's house because you know she's going to take care of you and spoil you and have food ready and cook, and will slide you a little $5 bill or something, a $20 bill. Like you're always excited to go to grandma's house. And I'm getting the episode of SpongeBob where he was always excited to go to his grandma's house, and she would always cook him cookies, rub his belly. And that's why that episode where Patrick came and tried to interrupt that whole thing, just like, no, you could have been someone, their previous partners could have been someone who was keeping this person away from their families. Like, don't go home, don't go see them, blah, blah, blah. Just, come with me. Like, you just have that, sage wisdom, that comfortable vibe about you where they just feel like your family. And that's what sets you apart. Then we have child. They actually see themselves having children with you. So I'm hearing this as well. They see themselves growing old with you. They can imagine growing old with you. Like, you already have that old sage wisdom. They just want to, like, wonder what you'll look like when you're older and old and gray. And they've never felt that with someone before. That growing old factor, that coming home, feeling like coming home. And I'm hearing, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the fears of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and we're forgiving my mistakes. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. That song, I'm trying to sing it, but the people are not coming through. It was that P. Diddy song, Diddy Dirty Money or whatever, with those two girls in it. Coming home. That song is coming through. Like, this person feels like they're coming home whenever they're with you, which is like so beautiful. And not just coming home to like a rowdy house. It's coming home to like sunshine. Like, whenever they're with you, the sun is out. Things are bright and colorful. You know what I mean here? The way it wasn't with all these cards when they were with someone else. Where it was stormy and it was always dark. And it was like a battle zone, a war zone, where you could step on something and a bomb could go off because this person was always very, like, high strung or wound up. Like, get out. They didn't really know the people they were with. They got into something with them and never really knew who they were, because this person put on a blank face. This person was hiding who they really were until this person got into something with them. Then they showed who they really were. And it was scary and it was unstable and it was like just basically a war zone. But yeah, this person sees a family with you. They see you growing old. They see having kids with you. That is what makes you different. They've never thought of these things before. It's definitely a big vibe. So that's all that I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the divine family. Love to have you. If you like a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We could book a reading. If you like my vibe, join the tribe. I think I said that already. But yeah, do it again. I can say it again. Why not? Subscribe if you feel called to. Share with anyone who you may find this message useful. And I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this video. Thank you for sitting here with me. Thank you for watching this whole reading through. If you did, I appreciate you more than you know. Just thanks. You know what I mean? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. If you chose this green, this olive green, moss green scrunchie, sand scrunchie, you are in the right place. You're group 2, and this is what makes you different from your future spouse's previous partners. So I've been starting to do this in the beginning now because I'm not sure who watches all the way to the end. But if you ever like a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. Or you could simply DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and we could book a reading. If you like my vibe during this reading, join the tribe, like, comment, and subscribe. Why not? You know, it's a vibe over here. We'd love to have you. Join the Divine fam, okay? So those are all the PSAs that I have. And we're going to get right into the reading. We're going to start with this archetype cards, and we're going to start with the astrology oracle card. I don't know why I'm, fumbling my words. That could be what makes you different. This person feels nervous around you. I'm hearing that song, "You Make Me Nervous," and I never went to figure out who sang that song. That came through another reading. This person could fumble over their words with you because you make them nervous, and that is what already sets you apart from their previous partners. I don't think they felt nervous before. So yeah, we're going to pull from this archetype deck because it always comes in clutch and it's always very accurate, okay? From what I've seen anyway, since I've been reading and doing these readings on YouTube and off YouTube. And then I'm going to pull from the astrology deck and we're going to see what comes through. Okay, so we're going to do a you versus them kind of thing. So we're going to get their previous partners over here. Then we're going to get you over here. So can I get a card that represents their person's previous partner or partners, please? Okay, thank you. We're going to stick to one card for them because this reading isn't about them too much. Thank you, Spirit. Now we're going to do now this is all about you, baby. Okay. Can I get a card? I'll take more than one card for my group twos, please. Group twos. Can I get some cards that represent my group twos? I know I said more than one, but that's too many. Thank you. Okay, we have two. Do I want another one? I'll just keep shuffling. Anything else for my group twos? Anything else for my group twos, please? Okay. Anything else? I want to shuffle through one more time to see if anything else wants to come out. Anything else? Anything else? No. Okay. So we're going to put these over here. Then we're going to pull from these. Astrology. Let's see. I'm going to get a card for their future spouse, previous partner or partners, please. Just one card, please. This reading is not about them. Yeah, it's just too many. Can I get one card, please? The person's previous partners. Thank you. Now for my group twos, please. Can I get some cards for my group twos? Get some cards for my group twos, please. My group twos. Okay, thank you. Anything else? Anything else? No, that's it. That's it. That's it. One more shuffle through. That's it. That's it. That's it. No more. No more. Okay. So we're gonna start over here first. Their person or their previous partners. Capricorn's the boss. Okay. This person could have come off a little too cold. Yeah, because that's what I think of when I think of Capricorns. People who are a little standoffish. They are very high standards, and they're also more about money than relationships. So this person could have been kind of neglectful. The person could have been neglected by previous partners. And also, I don't know, because I kind of feel like if a Capricorn even gives you the time of day, they see some value and some worth to you. But it's also that work always comes before them. So that your person could have been always placed on the back burner here. Okay, so we're going to read what characteristics we have here. We have serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional. I'm hearing this person could have been a little too, like, what's the word? This person was like not, you know, it's not adventurous. It's just like this person was kind of like too, I don't want to say the same thing I said for group one's person, like just one dimensional, where they didn't have any imagination. Thank you. This person's like too realistic. This person is too, you know, not drowsy, but like they bring the mood down. Somber is a good way. This person was somber. They had no imagination. They weren't creative. They weren't fun. They were just serious and just about work and coming home and doing this and doing that. They had no sense of adventure, no imagination, no fantasy, and no excitement. There we go. That's another good word. And this person, your future spouse, needs some excitement in their life. Okay, already I could tell from just one card out on the board. This person needs some excitement in their life. And this person was just like too clinical. That's what I'm saying. Too clinical and cold. And they weren't really giving them what they needed when it came to like fun and adventure. They need more fire sign energy, this person, your person. And this person's giving too earthy, like wanting to stay at home too much, always too busy worried about work and money, and a worry war, and always worrying about work and money, and never fully present in the moment. There we go. Okay, let's keep going. Traditional, wise, enduring, accomplished, badass, majestic, competent, prepared, down to earth, corporate, reserved, rigid, disciplined. So I'm not getting too much of a vibe of your person's, like your previous partner's persons were bad. It was just like not what they needed. They thought they wanted someone who was stable, someone who was successful, someone who was work oriented. They thought they wanted someone who was a homebody, someone who was very down to earth. I heard like they said competent, you know, traditional and wise. They thought they wanted somebody like that, but they don't really want someone like that. They don't need, I'm hearing need. Like what they want versus what they need are two different things, which is why their relationships never really worked out. Wow, you'll be getting their business today. This person could have been like very like, you know, prickly as well, because I'm looking at the horns here, and horns are, you know, not usually a good thing. That means any animal that has horns for me, I feel like are very temperamental, very angry, very bullish, you know what I mean? Like when they get angry, it's like all over for everyone. The way we have the Taurus, you know, they have the horns. We have the Ram, they have the horns. The Aries, and we have the Capricorn, they have the, you know, the horns of, I think like a mountain something. So it's just like, yeah, like very combative, very bullish, bullheaded, hard-headed. It's hard for you to get through to this person. They don't really own up to their mistakes. I'm here, they don't say sorry to their previous partners. Could have been people who never wanted to own up when they were wrong and say sorry and apologize. Okay, so a lot of things coming through from one card here, guys. Okay, but this person was very successful. They were very, you know, well off in their job. There was someone who was very what I said, like, yeah, successful. Someone who was making way in their career, making headway in their career, but also at the detriment to their relationship with your person, which is good for y'all, to your future spouse, not theirs. But that's what kind of the relationships never worked. You know what I mean? Their previous partners are always too busy for them and always put work and responsibilities above maybe getting to know this person. This person may have, you know, come home or called them up like, oh, hey, you want to just so spontaneously go on a trip? You want to just go out for dinner real quick, you know, just to go out and have some fun? And like, no, I have work, or I'm here, no, I have school. So this could have been like during their uni days. I'm British. I don't know where I've been hearing that a lot. Their uni days or university days. They could have been with partners who were always putting school, and they were just always too busy for them. They didn't have enough time. Like, I mean, if you're in school, you're paying for that bit. Like, you need to be putting that first over relationships. But this person was kind of like always left in the dust. They weren't made a priority even then. I mean, even if you have school and work, then you shouldn't be dating someone, in my opinion. If you don't have time for a relationship, you shouldn't be dating anyone, because that person does not deserve to be put on the back burner of your ambitions. Okay? You need to date someone when you have the time to date someone. And if you don't, then you stay by yourself. Because no one deserves to be neglected and left in the dust and not given any time or attention. You know what I mean? But it's also the vibe of this person just not being able to give to these people, not being able to give them what they wanted. Like, if they wanted to be someone who was spontaneous and just got up and went out on adventures and stuff like that. And the Capricorn is not like that. The Capricorn is staying at home. They're getting their money up, getting their bag up, getting their studies right. You know what I mean? and this person could have been very talked down to them, kind of. They could have been very, like, staring their nose down at your person, like, oh, like, you're not as serious about work or school as I am, and da-da-da-da, or you need to be more serious about school, you're not as smart as I am, or blah, 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 blah. This person just always felt less than. I'm going to keep going because I'm talking too much from one card. I'm sorry. But once you get into channeling, it's kind of hard. And we have Messiah, okay? So we have serving humanity with humility. So just serving, always doing something other than being with this person, your future spouse. So yeah, this person was like, wasn't getting the attention that they wanted, were getting kind of neglected. This person was trying to be everything for everyone else and not being a partner. They weren't in a partnership. They felt they were by themselves. And this person was out there trying to save humanity. I'm getting with the Messiah here. This person could have been studying, or this person could be a doctor, but they have like a very important job. And doctors don't have as much time. They're always busy. But I still feel like I was saying, if you want to be with someone, you're going to make time for that person, no matter how busy you are. Okay? Excuse me. Where there's a will or a want, there's a way. So if this person wanted to see them, they would have found a way. If this person wanted to see this, wanted to make these relationships work, they would have found a way. So enough about this person here. This person was something like kind of neglectful. They talked down or made your person feel less than, maybe not on purpose, but like your person, like no matter what they did was never good enough. They made dinner. Oh, you could have added this to the dinner to make it taste better. And just never, this person was never grateful. This person was never satisfied. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here from this person here. This person was never satisfied. They had very high standards for what they wanted your person to be, and that may not have aligned with what your person wanted to be. So not too much on this person over here. They just have, a certain kind of, they just weren't compatible. That's fine. Okay. So now we're going to get to you. We have the numinous mystery. Oh. So you're someone who's unpredictable, which is what I feel like they want in their life. They want someone who is like, they don't know what they're going to, like life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's the kind of person that you represent to your future spouse. And where this person was very predictable, did the same thing, probably had a set routine, stuff like that. You're someone who's more, taking a walk on the wild side. This person just doesn't really know who you are. And I'm hearing the ever unfolding rose. Like every day is a new journey and experience with you, which this person loves. Because first of all, they love journeys, they love experiences, they love trips, they love being taken on a trip. And you give that to them. So here we have the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal. So you could also be like someone who's into the occult, mystic, psychic, someone who identifies as psychic or having abilities, empath, and that kind of stuff they'd never experienced before. Because here, being with the hard-headed Capricorn, the boss, someone who's very well-rooted in the physical, in the present moment, in the 3D, and then being with someone in the 5D is very freaking different, different vibes. This person could come off cuckoo and woo-woo and, compared to this Capricorn person they were with. You know what I mean? So they're very grounded in the physical and they don't really believe in, and even if they do, they're not someone who would, adhere to these kind of things. So this person could have been into this. Your future spouse could be a mystic as well. Someone who is psychic or considers themselves to be psychic and empath, very sensitive, highly sensitive person. And this Capricorn's like, I don't believe in that. You know what I mean? So they're kind of always talking down, telling them to get a real job if your person does practice spirituality and make money off of that. Like, when are you going to get a real job? This Capricorn is saying, while you're just someone who nurtures that side of them because you have it too. So there's someone who could talk about, I'm hearing the mysteries of the universe with you, unbidden, you know what I mean, without someone saying, oh, that's not real, or you have too many woo-woo out there beliefs, like aliens don't exist, there's no such thing as having psychic abilities, you can't read my mind, like someone who doesn't believe in that kind of stuff. And that's funny because yesterday I was seeing a video on TikTok and it was like, I think his name was Michelle Marone. He's the guy from those sexy movies on Netflix. Like, I call them the 50 Shades of Grey knockoffs. I'm sorry, but I watched one and then I didn't watch 2 or 3 or whatever. I wasn't interested after 1, especially since someone spoiled me and told me what was going to happen after that. I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, he was having an interview with someone saying how he used to be in a relationship with a woman who believed in love spells. and who would go to a lady for love spells and things of that nature. And he is someone who believes strictly in science. So when he started seeing more herbs and like flowers show up in his food that this lady was making for him, he didn't really think much of it. But then he would always remember how he would feel extra attached to her, and he wasn't able to make decisions without her approval. So he wasn't able to make decisions for himself without going and asking her first. Like I said, getting her approval first, or getting her input or whatever. And whenever they would she would cook him a meal and he would eat it, and then they would go to bed together. It would be like just this like, very intense experience and stuff like that. And he's like, he didn't believe in it, he just believes in science. And these people, it was basically like he was being given a drug which was making him more pliable to her, what is it called, her wants and her needs, and you know, just her, period. Like needing to always go to her for advice, go to her for guidance, stuff like that. And he was like, oh, I don't believe in that kind of stuff, but I just believe in science and stuff like that. So this is someone who believes in science, even if they have been presented with every freaking opportunity. They saw an alien come in front of them in their bedroom. There's someone who's going to explain it off by, oh, that was just a cosplay character. That was just a part of my imagination. It wasn't real. While you are someone who has delved deep into the darkness, into the unknown, into the occult, things that people aren't so, you know, gung-ho to talk about in real life, and you've survived. You want to unlock all the mysteries of the universe, and this person wants to do that as well. So you guys are a match made in heaven, kind of. So basically that's what this kind of person over here was. Like, he's the Michelle Marone, where he's like, oh, I believe in only science, and it's because she was putting this flower in my food that the sex was so good, and it wasn't magic, and it wasn't this, and it wasn't that. It was just, you know, basically saying it's like a placebo or something like that. I'm just like, boy, okay, go ahead, you know, do you. But yeah, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghost, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, and intuition. Yeah, so the occult coming through, like I was saying here. This is definitely your vibe, and this person likes that vibe about you. You know what I mean? This person loves that about you, and you guys have that same vibe. Like, you're on the same wavelength in a lot of things in your life, where it's just like you could talk about this all night. Like, you have so many things in common. And this person is just loves picking your mind, you know, because you come up with the craziest ideas. Your mind is like a playground, I'm hearing. Like I was saying, where this person had no imagination, no creativity. You have that in heaps and bounds. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what this person loves about you. I mean, that's the love about you, but it's also what sets you apart. That's what makes them different from their previous partners. Their previous partners were based in reality, and you're someone who kind of operates a little bit out of reality, not the norm, you know? So we're going to see what else is coming through here. We have the Midas or the Miser. Okay, so you got Myrnie, and you're someone who has like an entrepreneurial spirit. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So like I was saying, where this person has no problem keeping a regular 9-to-5 job and working for the man. You're someone who is making a business out of working for yourself, and it may have to do with this occult here. This occult business is being a sidekick, this you know, diving into the mysteries of the universe. That's what you have work going for you here, where their previous partners didn't. And you're making that a business. You're making that a career. You're making it work for you, because we have, and it's working is the thing. Where this person thought was always coming at them saying, oh, you have to have a regular practical job. Why are you not trying to, you know, be more practical about your goals and what you're doing in life? And just like nagging them and making them feel bad for going down the path that they're going down. While you over here, you're making it, you know, you're making it literally. You're someone who is making it a job, and you're successful with that job, doing things that this person never told them they could never do. So this person's just in awe of you in that kind of way, where they could talk till the sun comes up, till they're blue in the face about all the mysteries of the universe, and then they could also come to you as well, and you're making money off of it. So it says entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. And you're generous with that knowledge. So you're someone who makes money off of these things over here. ghosts, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, intuition, shadow work, psychic abilities, all these things, the cosmos. So it's giving astrologer with the cosmos, psychic abilities is giving a psychic, tarot reader, divination. We have someone who could be a ghost hunter here with ghosts, other worlds. You are someone who believes in the, what is it called? Multiverse, and you're actively trying to find out about these other worlds that are out there. You could be a what's it called, alien enthusiast, and are trying to figure out where the aliens are hiding, and you could have met something like that. But space, you could be an astronomer who's always looking in what's out there. You're not satisfied with what's in front of your face. You want to know about what cannot be seen and felt and heard. You know what I mean? Enigmas, things that don't make sense. You just want to learn about the secrets, like I keep saying. So stuff like that, and you use your intuition. You're very intuition based. While this person over here who they used to date, or these people over here, were very kind of like reality based. What you see is what you get. You're more of what what is not in front of your face. There's always more than meets the eye. So you're someone who's making money. You're very creative in finding ways to, make this a reality, this occult, this stuff that is not very, seen to the human eye, but felt. You know what I mean? That's this kind of vibe that you're giving over here, this Midas miser. I feel like you're someone who's making money off of these principles that are seen as taboo, or things that are not real, kind of thing. And you're making a go of it. And this person's like, oh wow, like if you can do that, if you can make money off of studying ghosts or aliens, ghost hunting, psychic abilities, which a lot of people don't even believe in, like if you could do something with that, then I can definitely follow whatever dreams that I have. So this person is in awe of your creative spirit. Okay, then we have alchemist. Yeah, you're making something from nothing. That's crazy. So you're the Midas, the miser. Like whatever you want just comes to you. You know what I want? You know what I mean? Not you know what I want. And you know what this person wants. Like, and you help them get there is what I'm hearing. You don't deter them, or you don't discourage them from going after and following their dreams. You're someone who is trying to help them find a practical solution with this alchemist in order to get what they want. You will help them find that practical solution. You're not going to sit there and tell them, don't even go about that. That's not going to make no kind of sense. That doesn't make no kind of, that's not a practical job. You're not going to make any money off of that. You nurture this entrepreneurial spirit in this person because you have that same spirit within you. So like I said, you guys are two halves of the same whole. You're two wholes that come together and make something else. You're like, I'm hearing thread of fate. You guys are meant to meet each other. So they instantly feel this kindred, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it, connection with you that they've never felt with anyone else before. And that just, it helps them, you gravitate towards each other. There's an unexplainable, inexplicable connection here with you, where they just feel like, oh wow, like you're me in another body. Okay, so with alchemists, we have transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So yeah, you're making the impossible possible. Okay, you create. You're like, you innovate. You make things so that people never thought could be a thing. So I'm hearing you open people's eyes. So a lot of people don't meet psychics in real life, or they don't believe in it, but you kind of help make that more normal. You know what I mean? Because there are people who are very like woo-woo and out there and walk around looking a certain kind of way to kind of perpetuate or further their agenda, which is, I'm a psychic, hear me roar, okay? But then there's you who may dress normally, act normally. You're someone who's very, charming. You're someone who attracts a lot of attention. You're someone who gets along with everybody. You're not someone who is kind of like what is it called? I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. You're not someone who's polarizing. You know what I mean? You go outside and you make people believe that you're crazy. You're not someone who sounds crazy. You're not someone who looks crazy. The stereotypical crazy person that we see walking down the street, what people think of when they think of like a psychic or a witch or someone who studies ghosts and aliens. You don't look the type. So you're, in that way, you're normalizing what psychics can be, what alien or ghost hunters can be, what people who study space astrologers can be. You know, you're taking the woo-woo out of it, kind of thing, in a good way. Where you're someone who doesn't go outside and polarize everyone or try to make people scared. You want people to understand. And in that way, you're changing the face of what psychics are now. What what people who have ESP and empaths are now, because you're kind of normalizing it where it becomes something that now everybody wants to do, and then in that way you're making money off of it because you're making it normal. You're making it a normal 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? So good for you. This person's just like in awe of your capabilities right now. That's crazy. In a way where this person was proud of their partners before because they're the boss. They're coming through as the Capricorn, the boss. But you're coming through as the numinous. Like, what? This is something that can't be touched or felt. This is just, touched or seen, but it can be felt. So you're someone who can be felt. And this is someone who just shouts orders at people and makes them feel belittling them. You know what I mean? Not too much on their partner, like I said, but it's just, I don't know. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting, like how your future spouse felt in this relationship. They felt unseen and unheard, which is like a very lonely place to be, especially with someone who's supposed to make you feel the most seen and the most heard. Shoot. So yeah, Alchemist. Now we have Servant. Yeah, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So what we have here, they are definitely attracted to people who serve humanity in a way, but they just need it in different fonts. I'm hearing that's funny. Not different fonts. Like, you're just in a different, more wonky font. Like, you stand out more, where this person just wants to blend in, kind of thing. With the Messiah, it's serving humanity with humility. You know, this is someone who's not going against the grain, not making noise in their field of work, okay? Like I said, they're not making a change. They're wanting to blend in and follow the rules that are already set for their profession, okay? Then we have you over here, who is this Midas and Miser, this alchemist who is being entrepreneurial, who's setting their own paths, essentially, is what an entrepreneur is. And you're kicking ass while doing it. You're making money. You're attracting all this money and attention and wealth to you, success to you, by doing what you want to do, not what society is telling you to do. You know what I mean? And Servant, this is someone who you make them feel loved. You make them feel protected, because where this person wasn't really doing anything for them over here, you want to serve. That is your duty, to serve humanity, to serve others, and to serve your future spouse. So you're someone who makes them, you will cook them something. I'm getting this vibe here of someone who will make them soup when they're sick. You will take care of them when they're sick. You have many hats. So you have the professional hat, you have the entrepreneurial hat, you have the alchemist hat, you have the social butterfly hat, and then when they're sick, you're there taking care of them. So then you have the nurse hat on. So you wear many different hats. And this person just like, wow, I never knew someone could be so many different things. But they're just in awe of you. Here we have, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So it's like you don't expect anything in return. You just have the purest heart that they've ever seen or had the privilege to feel. I'm hearing like you have the courage to just go and follow your dreams, not knowing what's going to become of it. You have the knowledge, the courage. You have the knowledge as well, yes. You have the courage to go out on a limb. It's giving the Fool card a little bit, where you don't know what awaits you, but you're excited to go on the journey. You're someone who's spontaneous. If this person were to call you and be like, oh, hey, you want to go out for dinner and go on a spontaneous trip, as long as you got it and you can, you're going to be like, yeah, sure. Who cares about work? Because you are your work. You know what I mean? Your work travels with you. You're not someone who has to go to a job, go to a physical place. You're someone who the job is you. Wherever you go, you can find what is it called, work or a job or make money. So you're not someone who has to go to a place for work. You are the work. So if you're someone who has cards, you just take your cards with you, put them in the bag, and you can be out there giving readings to people and giving them words of wisdom and making money even while on a vacation. So work comes with you. It's not a place where you have to go. It's just you. That's crazy. I never heard that before. Okay, look at y'all, group 2. Y'all better. So now we're going to get into the tarot, because we have been chatterboxing for the longest time here. You're definitely someone who makes this person feel taken care of. I'm hearing that song from SpongeBob, a house is not a home. So this person was not feeling they had ever found their home until they found you. And you're just so freaking smart. You're so freaking smart, because for someone to take this, what people are so uncomfortable speaking about, and don't want to, accept this their reality, and to make it a job and to make money from it and to continue furthering it with the alchemist. You keep fine-tuning it and making it better. What? Like, what? You're just someone who is so freaking smart. Like I said, they're just in awe of you. They're just like, how did I meet someone like this? Is this really my future spouse? Like, that's my person there? Like, you're bringing change into the world. You're doing it free and with a loving heart. Like, what? So you're just someone who's so emotionally vulnerable as well, where their previous partners weren't. Where their previous partners were coming off as Capricorns, cold and standoffish, and judgmental. Because earth signs, how they can be judgmental. Me being an earth sign, yeah. And you here just being the numinous. You're not even represented by a zodiac sign. You're represented by all the mystery. You're just someone who's mysterious. They're just like, I don't know how you're even a person. At this point, how are you even real? Okay, so what makes my group 2 different? Okay, yeah. You are someone who's always constantly mastering their skills, remastering, learning, honing their skills. You're not someone who's capable or comfortable just stopping and learning one thing and sticking to that one thing. So you're someone who could have many different careers. Or you build upon that one career and learn more about different things to help enhance that career. So it's basically someone who's like a tarot reader who's learning about astrology, because that plays into tarot as well. Someone who was learning about aliens, who's learning about the universe, who's learning about the stars, who's also learning about the planets, who's learning about different things, because that ties into their work. They're constantly building upon their knowledge, which is what makes you the alchemist. You're always, you're constantly experimenting and learning and tinkering. I'm hearing the Tinkerbell fairy. You're someone who can make something from nothing. That's basically what those fairies did in that movie, Tinkerbell, where she could just like tinker something together real quick. Okay, so we have here the magician. What was I saying? The magician of the alchemist coming out. You're someone who's just like magical. You give off this otherworldly presence, which is why you're the numinous. You're mysterious. They've never felt or been around someone like you. You just give off this like a glowy kind of ethereal vibe they've never felt before. So while their previous partners were pretty dang good by being bosses and messiahs, you're coming up as the magician and the Midas and the Midas. It's just like the alchemist. Like, you're just someone on a completely different level. So this person has been with some good people. They've been with competent people. It's just like you are on another level. Like I just keep saying. Here we have the Chariot. Yeah, wow, a lot of major arcana. So you're powerful. You bring a lot of change. I'm hearing you exact. I wanted to say that, but I don't want to sound too out there. You exact a lot of change in people's life. You have the perfect balance of dark and light in you, where people can feel that you've been through something, but they also know that it brought you out on the other side. That was something, okay? Like, people know you've been through something because you've been through the dark and you still continue to spread light. I've never actually seen the Chariot card in this deck. Wow, it's very freaking pretty. And look at how he's floating on the clouds. It's giving like a god or a goddess riding their chariot in heaven. Because this is not a roll, this is clouds. So you're like an angel, you're like a fairy, you're someone who's riding like a god or something. You give that kind of energy where you're riding your chariot through the clouds. Like, you're not of earth. You go way beyond the earthly plane. You always end up have a way of making things work for you. Like, you don't work for things. Things just always seem to work out for you. And then here we have the Page of Cups. I'm hearing you're someone who's mischievous. You're someone who's flirty. You're someone who's naughty. You're a tease. I'm hearing you like a tease, which is like fun, like a tease and like a ribbing and taunting kind of relationship. This person loves that. They don't want a boring relationship where things are always predictable. They come home and do the same routine over and over again. Like I said, there's just something about you where you're always ready to, you're down to get up and run somewhere. You're down to travel. That's the kind of vibe here with the Chariot as well. You're someone you're victorious at whatever you do. You're a leader. You're not someone who stays in one place for too long. I'm hearing in their life in general. Like I said, you're someone who's always constantly learning and building the repertoire. You're not someone who just learns one thing, like, oh, that's it. You're someone who would go to school and get like multiple degrees in multiple different fields. And people are like, how? And you're just like, I just did it. I wanted to. Like, I just enjoy learning, and that's what I'm going to do. But you're learning these things to be a servant. You're not just doing it for no reason. All these things are preparing you for your biggest, highest job yet, which you don't even know what that is. With the Magician card here, like I said, you probably do. Like I said, you're making some things normal. You're making this numinous part of life normal. You're making it a normal conversation. You're not making it a taboo subject. So the more you talk about it, the more you excel in it, the more you make it a reality. Like I said, when you meet people, they're like, oh, you're just like a regular normal person. You're not like dressing, or you're not purposely trying to be polarizing to people. You're just, living your life. You're someone who's mischievous, someone who's flirty, good at talking. You make people feel comfortable here with the Page of Cups. Like with your playful spirit. So things are never boring when you're around, is what I'm hearing. And the last card we have here is the Queen of Swords. So you're just, like I said, you're freaking intelligent. You're brilliant. Like your mind is just like mesmerized, and they could just get lost in it and talk to you about all the secrets of the universe for freaking ever. Because you have so many theories, you have so many experiences. You may have a passion for these things, where you just talk about the shows you watch all the time and how they can have like an inkling of truth to it, and this person is just like very amazed by how your mind works. It sets you apart from their previous partners, because you're just like otherworldly presence. I just keep hearing that with the Magician and the Chariot card here. When you set your mind to something, there's nobody that's going to stop you from getting it done. I'm hearing immigrants, they get the job done from Hamilton. So you're just someone who's going to get the job done. With the Queen of Swords, there's something about like playful, witty. You have the tendency to be like very sharp and to the point. You don't hold anything back, which is something that's very admirable. You're a truth teller. You're very honest, is what the Queen of Swords is giving me. You're someone who's a truth teller, who's very honest, and this person's never really experienced that, but you're honest in a way that's like endearing. It's not polarizing. Like I said, you're not someone who's going to tell somebody, oh, you're ugly. Even if they are, you're not saying it in a way to hurt their feelings or to criticize. You're saying it in a way where they become aware of it. You know what I mean? Like you don't do things or say things to be purposely mean, kind of thing. But you can come off as cutting in your words as well. But it's kind of like, this person likes that. It's getting like you have like a little bit of like an attitude, and this person likes that. It gives like a little flavor to the relationship. This person's like, oh, like, yeah, like it's just, yeah, come on, this is not okay. Yeah, you're someone who's just like very like, I keep saying playful, it is that as well, but it's just like someone who can like give attitude and give back and give as good as they receive. So it's like a lot of, banter between the two of you, where things are always ramping up to the point where you guys just have to explode and be with each other here. But you're opening up to a type of feeling this person has never felt before here with the Page of Cups. They never thought a relationship could be fun. They never thought a relationship could be tantalizing. They never thought a relationship could be teasing. A relationship can be someone who's so intelligent. Like you have this childlike energy to you with a page coming out. Like you are a queen. You're a chariot. You're a magician. You're someone who's always studying, and you're someone who's knowledgeable and always honing their craft. You never stop learning and building, like I said, your repertoire. But then you also have this playful kind of childlike energy to you. That just makes you like, they're just like, how are you even a real person? So I don't want to make this too long, but I'm pretty sure it's already type long. So we're going to pull from one more deck here, and to see what sets you apart from your past partner. Yeah, you're someone who's very caring. You're blunt, to the point, but you're also going to take care of the people you love with that Servant card coming out. So what else can you tell me about what sets my group 2s apart from their person's previous partners? We have one card. Anything else? Okay. We have Doctor. Yeah, you're a healer. And not in the same way that their past person, because I said their person could have been potentially a doctor, but you heal in a different way. and you make home visits. So that's kind of what I was getting here with the servant card. You're someone who heals you, but you're the healer yourself. Like I was saying, if this person comes to you and said, you want to go on vacation, like, yeah, let's go. And it's like, because you are the person, you can just take yourself and go and heal. You don't have to have a hospital to heal. You don't have to, like I said, go to a place of business to heal anyone or to do your job. You're the job. You're had the full package. You just need yourself. So if you want to go on a trip, yeah, because I just need me, baby. That's it. But even when it does come to, like, when it comes time to, healing people, like I said, you just need yourself, but also you will make soup and take care of this person. That's what they love about you. Like, you're someone who's very, very, very nurturing. They feel safe and taken care of in your presence here, which then in turn makes someone to take care of you. You're just freaking awesome, dude. That's crazy. Like, what more can this person say? And I'm pretty sure there's more that they can say, but like, this is already, a lot is coming through. Like, you're a healer, and you heal them. You give them confidence. You make them feel brand new. Then we have young woman, like I was saying, with that childlike, youthful energy. You are someone who seems like you are years ahead of your time. How you are someone who is so worldly, otherworldly as well. But you still just come off as someone who's a young woman or a young man. You're someone who has this youthful, playful energy about you, but you don't scare people away. You pull them in even more because you have this energy about you, but it's in a woman's body. Like, they're like, oh, how? They just don't understand you, which is a mystery. Like, you come off as someone who's like an enigma. They don't understand how someone could be this, and that, all in one body. Here we have constancy. Like, you're a constant in their life. Like I said before, they weren't getting attention from their past partners. They get attention from you. They actually feel that you care about them. You know what I mean? You give them that consistency here. Yeah, you're a pillar. The way she's leaning on a pillar, you're always someone they can come and lean on. Like, if they're not feeling their best or they're not up to par, you're someone that they can lean on. And then the last card we have here is frivolity. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you are someone who has no problem nurturing or playing into their adventurous spirit. You're someone who's going to jump up and fly like a butterfly from flower to flower. You're ready to go on an adventure with this Chariot card here. You're someone who's into traveling in a way their past partners never were. You're someone, and yeah, in the clouds, planes, and traveling. You're someone who's always ready to get up and flitter and fly to where you want to go. Like, this is someone leading y'all somewhere, and these are the two y'all horses, you and them, just on the clouds driving somewhere, and this is the pilot taking y'all somewhere in the plane. Like, you're always ready to get up and go somewhere. Like, you're always down. I'm hearing Mile High Club, so you like, because I was hearing DTF, so you're down to fool around. But you know the actual word. I just don't want to say that word. I don't like that word like that. Like, you're down to fool around the clouds. So you're just like someone who's so adventurous. You're someone who's so smart. Like, you just have so many contrasting qualities about you that just come together so well to create this person who's a mystery. And this person will never understand, but they're just so grateful, chose them, and wants to be with them, okay? So yeah, frivolity. You're someone who could like to spend a lot of money to go out and live the good life. And this person wants to do that as well. And if you be the Midas and the Miser and the Alchemist, you do what you need to do. If you got the money to spend, go ahead and spend it, okay? So I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the Divine family. We'd love to have you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this video. Thank you for watching this video, spending your time with me, sharing this space with me. I appreciate y'all more than you know, for real. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous group 3s. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this video. Today's topic, okay, is what makes you different from your future spouse's previous partners, okay? You're the first person, or the first group Okay, so you may be the first person for your future spouse for something, but you're the first group where I was able to fully say that without stumbling over my words. And as soon as I started your video, I was feeling more upper, chipper, upbeat, you know, confident, stuff like that. So you could have like a very, you know, confident demeanor about you where you're able to speak eloquently. You know what I mean? Like you have no problem publicly speaking. You don't stumble over your words. You know what I mean? So definitely someone who's upbeat, chipper. So already I'm getting some messages about the difference already. Their partners could have been a little bit more drab, a little more low energy, a little more slower speakers, but you guys are more like confident, you know, brusque, or is it brisk? And brusque, I don't think brusque is a thing. Brisk, like, you know, you just, you know, you have a purpose. You know what I mean? You walk into a room, you breeze through, you do what you have to do, and then you leave, kind of like thing like that. So you have that kind of energy where you're just always on the move, you're always on the go. So if you chose this green scrunchie here, this green sand scrunchie, then you're in the right place. And this is always giving me like hustle and bustle. Yeah, because what I was saying in the intro was this freaking scrunchie reminds me most of Christmas. And Christmas is where everything is alive. Everything is, even though we're in the dead of winter and the trees and everything is dead, that's when everybody physically is alive, where we're hustling and bustling. And I'm like getting someone walking down like a lit street, like one of those beautiful holiday streets we see in those movies where there's a lot of yellow lights strung up and the trees are all decorated and every shop is open, and like one of those like very homey Christmassy movies kind of thing, where everybody's hustling and bustling with all their toys in their bags, trying to get to where they need to go. And so like very quick, fast movement pace, like you keep a steady pace to get what you need done. Okay, so that's already coming through here. You have like a very cheery, yeah, this is the season of cheer. I'm hearing a season of cheer. So you're someone who's very cheery. You bring up the mood. There was something else that I was hearing as well, where like you bring the light wherever you go, and I'm feeling the need to put it on. So you bring the light wherever you go, okay? Where people just want to put you on, and you can dress very well as well. You dress very nicely, you dress very cheery. You make people happy just by being around you. Like people just want to put you on as an accessory. Because I tell you, I didn't wear this in the other group, so I just felt the need to put you on though. So yeah, this person feels the need to like just want to wear you all the time because your energy is just infectious, I'm hearing. Okay, look at y'all, group 3. Your energy is infectious, like those movies where it's comfortable and cozy and you make people feel excited about Christmas. Like those movies make us feel excited about Christmas, and you make people feel excited. So Christmas could be your favorite holiday for some of you, just because of the energy in the air where everybody's more happy, everyone is more cheerful. At least I know I am around Christmas time, because I know that is also the time where everybody gets like the winter blues. I think they called it. It was something like that, where because winter comes around that everybody gets sad. You know, seasonal depression, that's what it's called. And then here we have Warrior coming out, okay? But we haven't gotten into it. We're doing things the right way. Thank you. If it comes out again, I'll definitely take it. So these first cards I'm pulling out are going to be a you versus them situation, where it's going to be their person, their previous partner or partners over here, and then you over here, okay? And then we're gonna, you know, compare and contrast the energy and then get into some tarot. So can I get a card to represent group 1's future spouses, previous partners? Yeah, that has been tripping me up, but the whole time, but I'm speaking it well for you guys. So you guys like speak well, you're public speakers, okay? I think y'all already saw what that card was, but that's fine. Now can we get some cards for that represent my group 3s, please? Can we get some cards that represent my group 3s, please? And that rhymes. And that rhymes. So you're someone who picks up on the littlest things, the littlest changes in the wind, the littlest changes in the weather. You're someone who's very observant as well. Okay. And someone who's very nurturing, because we have mother, but we're going to put that there. I am your mother. You listen to me. And like I did for all the other groups, I'm only going to get one card for what represents their previous partner or partners, because it's not about them. It's about you. So far, everyone's gotten 3 cards. Group 1, 2, and 3 represents them. Because that's the focal point of the reading. It's what makes you different from their future spouses. So what we do need a, what is it called? Starting point to bounce off of. Okay, so can I get a card to represent their previous partners? I just want one, please. Their previous partners, their future spouses, previous partners, please. Can I get a card that represents them? Can I get a card that represents them, please? Can I get a card that represents them? Oh, you didn't want to come out, eh? Okay. Ooh, I already got a message. Their person didn't want to work. Yeah. Their person wasn't serious about anything. And they thought it was cute. Oop. We'll get more into that when it's time for me to get into that. But that's already the vibe. Since both of these cards, just like, this person was unapologetically themselves, whether it was a good or a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because the way both of them came out flipped over, and kind of you, only one card came out flipped over. So immediately when this person meets you, there is that mother quality about you. But then this person, there's immediately something about them. Let me finish getting out cards, sorry. Can I get cards that represent a card? I just want one, please. That represents my group 3s. That represents my group 3. I just want one. I just want one. That represents my group 3s, please. That represents my group 3s. The cards like, we're gonna give you what we give you. Oh, ooh. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. So, there is a common thread between you and their previous partners. I'm gonna be honest here, but I feel like there's also big differences. So for them, we have the 10th house, which is reputation. This person had a reputation for going against the grain, being a rebel, since I'm pretty sure we all saw the card that came out. But also the 10th house being the card of career. This person was a rebel and not wanting to work. So this person may have wanted to be a kept woman or a kept man. You know what I mean? This is someone who had a job that was like unreliable, or they only worked when they wanted to, or they felt like it. There was someone who was very, wishy-washy. But here we have 10th house: reputation, career, responsibilities, achievement, competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, the patriarchy, and empire. Yeah, I feel like your person wanted to build this reputation with this person, but this person was kind of like wishy-washy with your person, where they only spent time with them when they needed your person for something, or they were like a user, a user and an abuser. It doesn't have to be like a physical abuse, but it's like this person used and abused your person's kindness, your person's need and want to build this empire with this person. You know what I mean? And when this person met them, they already knew this person had a reputation. So this could have been someone or people who were in their immediate surroundings. Your future spouse's previous partners could have been people they already knew, or have at least heard of before. And they used to be attracted to rebels, people who went against the grain and didn't do what society told them to do. So they went for the girls who had the reputations, or the guys who had the reputation for being a rebel. So for girls, they went for the bad boys. For guys, they went for the bad girls, or the girls that were kind of like didn't want to listen to authority. They didn't like authority. Because the 10th house is also authority. I think I said that, right? Yeah, authority figures. They didn't want to listen to authority. Yeah. And I forgot I read that part, so that is a channel message coming through. The girls, they don't want to listen to authority, and the guys like the bad boys. So same for each, because bad boys don't want to listen to authority figures either. So yeah, but also the first message that I got was this person did not want to keep a job. They could not hold down a job because they felt like they wanted to be a kept person, or because your person had a reputation, had a good social standing, had money. This person said, oh, if you already have money, we're building this empire, and you're supposed to be my partner, why am I working? Get out of here. Shoot. Disgraceful. So for rebel, we have challenges authority to affect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve their inner needs. So yeah, very selfish kind of person here, who are only out for their own interests. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it is, but it just depends on how you look at it and who is the one looking at it. For me, that's crazy. You know what I mean? But some people find that attractive, the way your person found that attractive to want to be with this person. People who are rebels, who are doing whatever they wanted to do, whatever they wanted to do. But that, there's a time and place for that. This cannot be you every single day. I'm hearing like a brat. But like the worst kinds, the ones that don't intend to ever listen. There are brats who want to listen. They just want to be, you know, they want to do a little pushback, but they're going to eventually listen. Then there are brats who just never want to listen. And that just becomes tiring and annoying at a certain point. I can imagine. Okay. So yeah, this person's like very chill, nonchalant about working as well. That's definitely the vibe that I was picking up first. The way she's chilling in the treehouse, this person could have been all about like this person could have come from like a background of maybe working, coming from, I'm hearing like a, what do they call it, a communion? No, a compound. I think it's a compound where they grew up away from society. So like maybe, you know, pagan or what are they called? Amish. There we go. Where they lived away from society here, and they ran away from that. They rebelled against that here with the reject spiritual system that do not serve their inner needs. They were a rebel in that community with the Amish. They didn't want to be a wife and take care of the kids. I'm hearing Mormon as well. So those kind of systems where it starts from small, and they kind of keep themselves away. They grow up away from regular life, where these kids grow up thinking that what they, you know, grew up knowing was right. Like hierarchy here, authority figures, what they grew up around was, oh, the right thing to do. So your person could have come from this kind of background as well, where they only grew up knowing these kind of persons. And like I was saying, with this person had a reputation because everybody in the community knew each other. It was a small world. I'm hearing it's a small world after all. Or even if these two, so your future spouse and this extra person, I'm sorry if y'all hearing my tummy. Where this person, they could have both grown up in some kind of compound, and they met each other in the regular world, our world, where everything is, you know, kind of like semi-normal or whatever we consider normal in regular society. They're like, oh, I came from that kind of background. Like, oh, well, me too. And like, oh, well, it's a small world. So they kind of already knew what they were getting into with this person. This could have been, like I said, with the not wanting to work or holding down a job. They came from a background where the women don't work. They just take care of the kids and the men work. But this person left that kind of world for a reason. But this, see my stomach acting up. I'm going to be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm sorry. My stomach was like, trying to talk to y'all. Okay, so some of y'all could be hungry or something, I don't know. But like I was saying, when I was gone, I was thinking, before I got up and left, actually, I was like, this person may have, you had like a very nervous tummy. So your person could have a nervous tummy, you could have a nervous stomach, or their person did, okay? Or just being with this person left them feeling unsettled with a nervous, kind of like, you know, like like when you're nervous, your stomach starts acting up. You know what I mean? This person could have caused that in your person, your future spouse, okay? And I'm hearing, like I said, this person just wanted to rebel just to rebel. Let me fix. This person wanted to rebel just to rebel. So they wanted to rebel against what they grew up knowing, and then they went out into the real world and wanted to rebel against that as well. So I'm hearing like picking and choosing. So this person wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to be a this and that from where they grew up. If they grew up in a compound, okay? I don't want to be that kind of person, but then they went to the real world. They're also telling this person, I don't want to have to work and blah, blah, blah. Then why did you leave where you came from if you didn't want to do what we do here in the real world? You know what I mean? So like a little bit of frustration, a little bit of this person was always nervous around this person, not really knowing how to say. Your person could have a problem speaking up for themselves. Like your future spouse could have a problem speaking up for themselves, and they were always used to finding partners who just spoke over them or didn't listen to what they had to say, kind of thing. Also as well. So this person never felt, completely comfortable speaking up and voicing their opinions in their previous relationships because it would make their stomach nervous. They're not good with confrontation. And it could have to do with something that was prominent in their childhood, where they were not used to confrontation, or they had too much confrontation in their life, and it would always make them nervous and give them an upset stomach when they were younger, because they were always around in unstable environments. So that's something that's coming through with this past person. They just never felt safe. They never felt settled. This person was always rebelling against them, making it hard, being bratty, being unreasonable is what I'm hearing here. Yeah, there's something about authority, with authority figures coming through here, and then authority coming through in the shadow attributes. Rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. So this person was just like aimless, didn't really know what they wanted. Like I said, couldn't hold down a job is basically what I was getting in the beginning here. But I don't want to spend too much time on this person. I want to know what makes you different from that person. So here we have Virgo, the alchemist. Okay, so if you were attracted to group 2, you could go watch group 2 as well. Because the alchemist came out in group 2. Not to spoil it or anything. But here we have someone who's good at taking care of people, which is obviously, I think we already saw the mother card here. This is the Virgo. I think the Virgo can represent the divine mother, even though sometimes we give that title to Cancer. And I'm like, I guess that they're good at homemaking, but I would say the same thing for a Virgo, just in a more practical kind of way, where they're good at making concoctions to make you feel safe. They're good at all things like just natural in the world, like natural world. Plants, herbs, stuff like that. They're just good at things like that, because they are also the maiden, the goddess. That's what they represent, as well as the alchemist. So they know how to grow and nurture and build things, which is why I would, kind of more so attach the mother archetype to Virgos, and not more so Cancers. Sorry, even though Capricorn is the opposite of Cancer. So Capricorn, Cancers could be significant here for you or this person. And 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, so Capricorn is coming through here, or Capricorn rules 10th house, if you want to be proper about it. So you, whereas this person's like a rebel and this person doesn't know what to expect, you are someone who is stable and steady and takes care of this person and makes this person feel safe and at home. And look, we have so this person sees you as like a mother, like okay, so like I was saying, when the cards flipped out for group 1 and group 2, the cards flipped out over like this. We didn't see them. But for you, this card flew out over, this card flew out over, and I think both of their cards flew out over. So this person is what you see is what you get. They don't really have anything to hide, but this person knew what they were getting into with this person right off the bat. This person comes, like I said, this person had a reputation. Before this person, your person just knew what they were getting into when they met this person, because what you see is what you get with this person. Here, the first time they meet you, you give off this mother vibe immediately, this Virgo vibe immediately, where they just feel comfortable with you, and they don't feel nervous having to come and confide in you or tell you anything. Excuse me, they don't feel nervous having to come and say, oh, I feel this kind of way, I feel that kind of way. Like, they feel like you're someone they can talk to, the way a child can open up to their mother. You're someone they can open up to and be vulnerable with here. So with the Virgo, we have methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, curatorial, critical, nervous, and perfectionist. So maybe you're the one with the nervous stomach, because that's funny. Like I was saying that, and then Virgos are known, or Virgo placements are known for having IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, which I can attest to as being a freaking Virgo. Virgo sun, Virgo Mercury, ghetto out here. Yeah, so you're the one who could have stomach issues, but I think there is a sense of like nervousness where you guys are nervous to speak up and say what you want, and that could be a trait of you or your person, which they feel more at safe and at home with you, voicing their concerns, voicing their troubles with you, than they did with this person, because this person would just rebel or make it a big old thing. Or if they would ask them to do something, oh, can you clean here? Can you, provide some income for the house, or pay for this month, or This person's like, no, you're supposed to pay for it, just because this person has maybe more money. So I was definitely in the vibe of your person, like having some kind of income, which made, and which just, this person, your person has like an authority to them, and which made this person just want to rebel. You know what I mean? That's funny. That's crazy. Like, oh, you just give up that authority figure, so I'm just going to rebel just to rebel, just to be annoying with it, kind of thing. But you are someone who is, you go with the flow. You work with the natural world around you. You're not someone who rebels or rejects anything just to reject it. You make everything work. Like, you find a way to make everything work. The alchemist. Yeah, absolutely. What else do we have here? We have the blank slate card. We have, there's something hard to read about you, or you keep a part of yourself hidden. Or I'm hearing there's still a part of you who's learning who you are, which this person finds endearing. So you're not a know-it-all. You're not someone who says they know everything and they know who they are. You're still learning who you are, which they find, like I said, endearing. They find that cute. Yeah, there's just something about you that makes them happy and cheery and always smiling and happy and looking at you and just being happy. Like, I'm just like, happy, merry, Like, there's something about the way you speak as well, like I was saying in the beginning, where you don't stumble over your words. Like, you're very straight and frank and to the point, which they happen to adore, I'm hearing. Okay, now we have rescuer. Yeah, see, this person feels safe with you. Like, you're just gonna hold them to your bosom, like, oh, it's okay, oh, you're so small. You know what I mean? And this person kind of needs that. I feel like this person needs some nurturing because they don't really have anything. They're used to just being on their own. They're used to being the rescuer. They always rescue themselves or rescue everybody else. But the fact that you're a rescuer and they're a rescuer, you guys are rescuing each other. So they're finding someone to, reciprocate that energy that they need. Like the thing they say with two givers, like, you're never going to want for anything because the other person's always giving to you. So that's why you should be with the giver and not a giver and a taker, because there's always going to be something that's off balance there. The giver is always going to feel like they don't have enough energy to give, and the person that's taking is always going to take. You need to be with a giver, someone who's giving back to you. So with rescuer, we have provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. So you're just throwing your heart out there and saving people by being open and vulnerable the way a mother would, taking care of what's around you. That's the kind of vibe that you are. You're someone who loves to take care of people. Like I said, with this being the first card that flipped over, it was very obvious this is who you were from the beginning. So this person could have seen you or witnessed you taking care of someone. You could have kids. You could be a mother yourself. And that's the first thing they notice about you, that you had kids. Or that you would make a good mother. They could have seen you playing with kids. Or I'm getting the visual of them coming to pick up their children. Them seeing you playing with the other kids. So they could have kids. You could have kids. You both could have kids. And their first, right off the bat, was them seeing you be motherly to someone. Them getting that vibe from you, or just seeing you actually in your mother, like you were taking care of your children. Kind of vibe. That's what makes you different from their future partners. But this person over here has no responsibilities, has no accountability for anything. You have all the accountability. You actually have responsibilities where this person actually has responsibilities. You take care of things. You're the alchemist. You're always making something. You're never, complacent or happy not doing anything. The Virgos are not happy being complacent, not doing anything. They always want to be working. They always need something to do, or else they don't feel useful. They need to feel useful. So that's what makes you different from their previous partners. They see you as they see you as a mother, as someone who could be a mother to their kids. They could be a single father, and they're like, wow, this person would be so beautiful to just add to my home. You know what I mean? So we can make a family unit and add more kids eventually. That's straight channel. Like, this person would be perfect to just add to my home, become the mother of my kids, complete our family, and then we could just add more kids to it. That's what this person thinks of when they look at you. Whereas this person was just doing too much for them. Or their previous partners were just doing too much. They were not reliable. They're not someone you can count on. So yeah, with rescuer here, and that's is basically what a mother has to do. Okay, she has to act out of love with no expectation or reward, because kids aren't supposed to be taking care of the parents or giving the parents something back for taking care of the children, because the kids didn't ask to be here. You know what I mean? So that's your responsibilities as bringing the kids into the world, to take care of them without expecting anything in return. It's that unconditional love kind of thing where you could, anything could happen and I'm still going to love you because you didn't really ask to be here. And that's the kind of love this person needs, because they could have, like I said, had a troubled youth where their parents were always fighting. They never felt useful. They never felt loved. They never felt nurtured, taken care of. And they need that unconditional love from someone. And that will be you. That makes you different from their previous partners. Like, you're someone who's very outspoken. You're someone who is very confident. You're someone who's merry. You bring cheer wherever you go. You're like a big ball of Christmas, I'm hearing. A big ball of Christmas. Okay, so we're going to see what else we can get here. You're a big ball of Christmas, and I feel like you're someone who has like a lot of natural remedies for things. So you kind of give them that feeling of home. Yeah, I was going to say you remind them of their mother in a way. They could have come from like a very abusive, like I was saying with the using abuse, they could have come from an abusive household where their father was always abusing their mother, but their mother was the one always taking care of them at the end of the day, giving them that unconditional love. And they see that in you right off the bat. You remind them of their mother. Don't do that in a bad way, because I feel like a lot of people could take that in a bad way. Don't do that. It's like it's a compliment, because men, like, they hold their mothers to the highest of esteem. So for you to be like, oh, you remind me of my mother, it's a good thing in this case, okay? But like I was saying, they see you and you remind them of their mother, because their mother could have been someone who had like natural remedies, especially if they do come from a background of living like on a compound where everything was natural. Like I said, with certain people who they don't believe in modern medicine, they do everything themselves kind of thing, like paganism, stuff like that. That's what this person could have come from. You remind them of their mother in that way, where you always have like a natural remedy for something. You're always learning something. You're always teaching them something here. And we have like witchy. You could be a little witchy as well, which would, make sense for always having a natural remedy or a cure or a solution for something. Like, hey, I've been feeling this way, like I've been having headaches. Did you try this? Oh, I've been, feeling this negative energy around me. Did you try that? Like, you're always that kind of person that people can come to and ask for some. It's giving, I don't know if any of you watch The Good Witch. It's giving Cassie, where everyone would come to her shop. You could have actually a shop here, and that's what this person means to you. You have a shop that takes care of people. It could be a wellness shop. It could be a herb-y kind of shop. It could be a metaphysical kind of shop where there's crystals that can heal you. There's herbs that can heal you. There's candles that can heal you. There's books that can heal you. And immediately walking into that shop and knowing you're the owner, this person knows you like to take care of people. So that's coming through. But yeah, it's giving Cassie, where people just came to her shop, came to her house. Whenever they saw her, she had a word of wisdom to give people, to help them to become their best selves. You know what I mean? The alchemist, someone who always has a solution for someone, okay? You're also always very smart, and you have a practical solution for something. You're living like a very healthy lifestyle as well. And you could be someone who you could be their first, what is it called? Person of color that they date, is what I'm hearing. You could be the first person of color that they date. Because I'm just getting taken to her beautiful, full colored hair. They could have never experienced someone that makes you different from their previous partners, because you have luscious, beautiful curls. And it doesn't even have to be like a race thing. It could just be you're the first person who has like textured hair. That is also coming through as well. So we're going to get into the tarot here before this gets too long. We're going to see what sets you apart from your previous partners. You're always willing to lend a helping hand here, and it's always done out of love. With her throwing the heart out. Like, you save people from drowning. Okay, so what sets them apart from their future spouses, previous partners, please? 9 of Cups. You're just everything that they've been wishing for. that immediately sets you apart. Because they were always dealing with the same kind of people before in the past. The rebels, the people who didn't want to do this, who didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? Who didn't want to give this person what they needed. And you're able to give this person what they need. And that immediately sets you apart from everyone else. So 9 of Cups, you're this person's wish come true. This person's just happy being around you, honestly, where they've never felt happy or settled or safe or supported before. Heavy on the supported. You know what I mean? You make this person feel like, look at them, they just there with all they feel like you have so much that they could dip into. The weird analogy of, you know, like someone who wants variety, but not like in that kind of way. This is someone who's super duper excited because they get to taste all these different drinks. They get to taste and figure out someone new again. They get to figure, there's so many different facets to who you are. You're not just one kind of person. You're someone who is married and they're ready to drink all your drinks. But the analogy that I was getting was, this is someone who is happy that they have some chicken nuggets, okay? And they're happy that they get to try all these different sauces, okay? Am I hungry? Maybe. Mind your business. But that is an example that I got. Yeah, like this person's just sitting there and he already has one sauce in his hand, and just imagine a chicken nugget in this hand right there, and he has like 20 chicken nuggets and all these sauces he gets to try. He doesn't have to just stick with one sauce, okay? So this person's just like, they're just happy to be around you. They're happy to just, you know, bask in your energy, to try you out, to get to know you. Which is basically what I was saying in the beginning with you representing Christmas for them. They can't wait to open up all these presents. Another analogy you can use, they can't wait to try out the different sauces. They can't wait to open up all the different gifts and facets of your personality. Stuff like that. This person's just excited to be around you. You speak very well. You bring the cheer around you. Like you're like them walking down this I'm hearing Main Street, like the Main Street shops we see on the Christmas movies, where everything is lit up and everything is beautiful and cheery, and the storefronts are filled with lights and toys and like old-timey feels. Like you just give this person that kind of feeling. Oh, this is so beautiful. Wow. Like I'm getting like emotional a little bit. Like you give this person this feeling of home that they've never felt before, this feeling of wonder. You bring them back to their childhood where they're excited to open all their presents on Christmas again. They're excited to experience all the holidays and stuff with you. And this person could maybe have never experienced that before. Like I said, they come from like a Mormon or an Amish or a pagan kind of background. But I feel like paganism has like, they have celebration, they have Beltane and stuff like that. But they were never able to experience all these things. So you represent someone who has all these experiences for them. If they come from like a sheltered background, you represent these experiences for them they've never got to experience before. All these different sauces, all these different drinks, all these different presents, all these different flavors and tastes. You know what I mean? They're excited to get into it. Oh, they're so small. I just feel like there's someone who's very innocent. They're just like, they want that nurturing they never got before, and you offer that to them. So they're just grateful to lap it all up. They want to drink all the drinks, taste all the sauces, like I said. Okay, this is the next card. We have 6 of Swords. You represent a new beginning, something moving on from troubled water. Like like I was saying here, this person was unstable. This person was unfit. This person made them nervous. They made their stomach go, like, you guys heard my stomach. More than likely you heard that, okay? It was like you're someone who eases that worry in them. They're not someone who's overly worried. Like you're literally healing their inner child, taking their inner child from the trouble and always looking behind their back, waiting for something to pop off. And you're taking them to the freedom, the sea, being able to travel, try different things. That's what sets you apart from their previous partners, and even their childhood in a way, because that's coming up a lot here, where I feel like they come from like a troubled childhood where they're not really, they didn't get to experience many things, or they were always looking over their shoulder waiting for the ball to drop. But you're representing this grown-up who is leading their inner child to peace and sanctuary, which the sea represents serenity, tranquility, where their stomach is not always going to be upset and gurgling because they don't know what's coming around the block. This person's excited to try new things with you because they know it's going to be good. Wow, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Here we have the Seven of Swords here. Yeah, this person's used to always looking over their shoulder, waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for someone to come and betray them with this Rebel card here. I'm waiting for someone to like start a fight, I'm hearing. Or like a riot, like someone to get angry and, you know, tell them that they're doing something wrong. Like it's giving like jabbing multiple swords into one person. They could have been used to people stealing from them as well. People, you know, concealing who they were and hiding who they were, and then just, hey, boom, surprise, I was lying the whole time. Like, I'm actually a monster, I'm actually a this, I'm actually a that. Wow, that's crazy. They're used to always having to maybe hide parts of themselves as well, but they're able to be their full and honest true self with you. What other card do we have here? We have the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like you're someone who has their ish together. You could be a spiritual teacher here with the mother, the Virgo, and the rescuer. You rescue people. That's what the Hierophant represents. It represents sanctuary. It represents spiritual sanctuary, where you're learning something from people, or from someone, from a spiritual teacher. You're learning from that person how to be a better person, how to move on, how to heal. Essentially, how to heal. Like I said, how to go from this troubled youth, inner child, to moving towards the sea, tranquility and peace, serenity. Wow, that's crazy. This is like freaking crazy reading, but like in the most beautiful of ways though. Like you're teaching this person how to live a better life and how to move on from all those things. Literally taking the hand, taking the hand of a little child and guiding it to freedom. With the Hierophant card here, Taurus energy coming through. So this person could be a Taurus, you could be a Taurus. And I was also, like I said, getting Cancer and Capricorn energy as well. We have Virgo coming through. So the next card we have is the Magician. Wow. So like I said, if you were attracted to group 2, go ahead and watch group 2. You're someone who is constantly changing their reality, changing what they believe and what they believe to be true. Here with the Magician card. That makes you different from all the other people made the way forward look confusing. You make the way forward look clear. You make the way forward look easy. You make healing easy. And I'm hearing the song once again. Don't I make it look easy, baby? When I do what I do. When I do what I do. Don't I make it look easy, baby? But I'm fooling you. You know what I mean? So this is someone, you make life look easy, but it really isn't all that easy. But like, okay, yeah, so, but I'm fooling you, where you just make healing to them look easy, but it really isn't all that easy. Healing isn't easy. Healing your inner child is not easy. Healing any childhood trauma is not easy. But the way you set it up for them after meeting you with the Hierophant and the Magician, you're making it look easy. You're making it feel easy for them. You're making it seem like an effortless process to heal. This is such a profound reading. Oh my, I wasn't expecting this from the last group. Wow. You make healing easy for this person. You make them want to be better. You give them practical steps to move forward, and they're seeing progress with the Six of Swords, which is why they just want to lock you down. Like I said, they see you. This is the first impression they had of you when they first saw you. You were either mothering someone or helping someone or being nice, and they're like, oh wow, I would want someone more like that in my life. And they have that now with you. Their wish come true, 9 of Cups. Yeah. Boom. You make healing seem easy to them. You are the kind of person who makes things easy because you are the mother archetype to someone. You're the Virgo archetype, where you find the most easy, effortless, efficient way to do things. You find the most efficient way to do things and get them done. And while making it look easy here. So yeah, you are the alchemist. You are the magician. Yeah, and once again, this happened in group 2, where the alchemist came out, and then we have the magician, which is the alchemist. They're making things look easy. They're concocting things and trying to find different ways and new methods to make things that were harder look easy. They have a mixture. They have a solution for everything here. Oh, I have a headache. Try this. Oh, I have to do this and I can't do that. Try that. And it doesn't even have to be actual medicine. It could just be words of wisdom, soothing words of wisdom. And yeah, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. I think that was from group 1 as well. Or maybe it was group 2. I've lost, you know, this is 3 readings already, and they were each like a good 40-minute long. They're all running into each other a little bit, but there are different things. But it's like, let it be. I think that was group 1. Okay, so we're gonna pull some cards from here and see, put it away from the microphone so it's not all in your ear. But with these 2 major arcana cards coming out, you are someone who's representing a major shift and a change in this person's life. You are, I mean, obviously, because you're going to be their future spouse, but it's just like, when you come into this person's life, you bring a whole heap of change and joy and happiness the way, like I kept saying, you represent Christmas. How many cards come out? I'll take maybe 1 or 2 more. Thank you. Absolutely 2 more came out. So with this card immediately, which flipped over, group 2 again coming through. But like I said, you're representing you're bringing major shifts and changes in this person's life. Like, you're literally healing them for real. Like with these 2 cards here already, you're definitely healing this person. You know what I mean? And you're rescuing them literally. Yeah. Okay. And with the Alchemist here, you're doing it to the best of your abilities. You're making it look easy. I'm gonna stop repeating myself, but yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting from you. That's how you're different from their future spouses. You help them become the person they've always wanted to be, but they kind of never got that nurturing and caring to become. They've always wanted to be this person who was healed, who was adventurous, who was moving on with their life and not constantly letting their past dictate their future. But being with you, they were able to kind of, you know, move on from that. Find peace. Like I was saying here, the tranquility, the serenity. Okay, I'm fixing these cards. I'm going to pull these after. But with the frivolity, you could be someone who's teaching them that. Because I do feel this person has some kind of good social standing or money stability wise. And you're going to teach them that it's okay to, you know, be frivolous sometimes. To be carefree. To do whatever you want. To not always to be responsible. To have fun. And they needed that. They needed that. They do need that. With this scholar, yeah, you're someone who's very freaking smart with the Virgo card here. You're someone who, yeah, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. For group 1, I think it was an old woman. But for you guys, it's like a scholar where you're like an old woman is like giving like a, you speak from experience kind of. But you, the scholar, you speak from experience and from just having the knowledge and reading and learning more about it. So you're also giving group 2 vibes as well. I kind of feel like y'all are just some amazing people out here, honestly. But, yeah, you're someone who learned a lot and has like a lot of wisdom from reading. You know what I mean? You've experienced life, yes, but you mostly get your knowledge from like reading and learning. You like obtaining more knowledge, so that's what makes you different from this other person. Maybe this person didn't have any ambition to do anything. They just wanted to be a rebel, and they thought what they were doing was being a rebel. But there's being a rebel, and there's just being not a rebel. Okay, so here we have constancy. 2 cards. Same cards from group 2. I'm sorry, I'll have to keep pointing that out. Constancy. This is like giving someone who's like stable, someone who is sure of themselves, someone who's going to get you there. It's like giving like leader vibes. And like consistency. You're consistent with this person where they never had consistency before. And last but not least, we have joyfulness. Yeah, with frivolity and joyfulness, you are someone who's teaching this person to be happy again, to find the joy in life, to move on, like I said, to peaceful waters, to move on from troubled waters, and moving on to more peaceful waters. Now I'm hearing golden slumber. So maybe this person had trouble sleeping, but now with you, they're experiencing golden slumbers where they're able to sleep better. I'm hearing once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home and sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. The way a mother sings her child a lullaby, sings her child to sleep. That's what you're representing for this person here. Mother, kind of mother archetype coming through again. where you sing them a lullaby, you make them feel good, you show them how to get back home, which is home is to themselves. Your trauma is not who you're supposed to be. That's what the world around you made you be. You know what I mean? So you're allowing this person to get back to themselves and experience all the joys of life with this joyfulness here. They're experiencing good times with other people. They could have been someone who kept themselves away from other people, but they're happily, you know, making themselves a part of the world again. You know what I mean? So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy this reading. That is what makes you different from your future spouse's previous partners. You're someone who's confident. You speak your words. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, like, you know what you're saying. You're not someone who's stumbling over their words, not unsure of themselves. No, you know what you're saying because you have this knowledge here. You're the Virgo. You've learned from experience and from, you know, reading, stuff like that. You have both on your side. So that's all that I have for you. If you like a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, or you can just DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you like my vibe, join the tribe, like, comment, subscribe. Why not? You know. And I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this video. I will see you in the next one, group 3. Bye.